We're on SAT Practice Test 8, Math Section 2, Question 18. Level of difficulty here is hard. Most people are going to take one look at this monstrosity and they're going to think stupid hard. They're definitely going to be right. There's going to be 4 stupid hard questions in every Section 2 of every SAT, and this is one of them. You got 2 equations. In the given system of equations, r is a constant. If the system has no solution, what's the value of r? So write down r and circle it. Ultimately, this problem is just simultaneous equations. How do I know it's simultaneous equations? Because I got 2 equations. All you got to do with simultaneous equations is stack them and then add them or subtract them. But in order to stack them, you have to have the x's on top of the x's and the y's on top of the y's. So let's make sure we can do that. Write down the first equation. And then in SAT land, and I think in any math, you need to have your letters on one side of the equal sign. So let's make that happen. 48x minus 72y, we're going to move the 30y across the equal sign. It's going to become negative. Don't be ashamed to use your calculator. It's negative 102y equals 24. And now let's do the same thing with the second equation. This time, I want to move the negative 16x across the equal sign, so it's going to be positive, and I want to move it all the way over here so it's directly under the 48x. The ry is fine, it's plus ry, and then the 1/6 is also fine. And now, I've got 2 equations that are stacked in a way that I can add them or subtract them. But I got a problem. I can't add these or subtract these to do anything useful, because when I add or subtract, I want something to go away. So what I need to do is I need to multiply or divide one of these equations by something that will get me to a place where I can add or subtract. I'm going to multiply this equation, every term in it, by 3. So when I do that, what's 3 times 16x? 48x. So now I'm going to be able to get rid of my 48x's. Got to multiply every term, so it's plus 3ry, and then 1/6 times 3 is just a half. All right, I'm done with this stuff. I'm going to rewrite the equation over here. You don't really need to rewrite it. You could just cross this off and keep going. But let's make it easy to look at for ourselves. Okay, last wrinkle. This system has no solution. What the heck does no solution mean? No solution means all the variables drop out. And I've double underlined variables. X is a variable. Y is a variable. What's R? First of all, it's what we're looking for. Second of all, it's a constant. All a constant is a number that ETS is hiding from you. So that is not going to drop out, and we don't want it to drop out. If I subtract here, I'm going to get 48x minus 48x, which is 0. That gets one of my variables to drop out. My other variable is y. How can I get y to drop out? In order to get y to drop out, I need to make 3r equal to negative 102. So 3r equals negative 102. That's just simple algebra. 3r divided by 3, negative 102 divided by 3. I know you'll use your calculator there. R is negative 34. R is negative 34. That's the answer. Before you go, I want you to make sure you understand this. 3ry is 3 times negative 34y, which is negative 102y. Negative 102y minus is going to be negative 102y plus 102y, which is going to make my y's go away. And then I've got no y's, and I've got no equation. And if I got no equation, I got no solution. This problem is very hard, but you can get it right and move on.